What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope you're doing well. Continuing my journey alongside Captain Mannering, Jonesy, Wilson, the rest of the boys. What adventures are going to be happening on this week's episode? I got to stay tuned to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, though, although it's Friday, I got to say my little line. Snacks is not included. Damn it, you got to bring your own. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Free to do. Helps out the channel tremendously. Those who do those things, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Let's get this journey started. Let's get it. Snacks not included. Let's freaking go.
To town on the 821, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Right, can I call the meeting to order? Yes. Now, I've got you gathered together as a general purposes committee to discuss the arrangements for the visit of this Russian chap to Warmington-on-Sea. As town clerk, it's fallen to my lot to find a suitable man to coordinate and mastermind our arrangements. Everyone I've spoken to is of the same opinion. There is one man, and he's sitting here, who's outstandingly suitable to get his teeth into this sort of do. And I'm going to ask him, with your approval, I'm sure, to take the chair. Captain George Mannering.
Woo. That was foreplay.
Mr. Town Clerk, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, just a minute. Why should he be chairman? I mean, Russians don't want all that officers and bank managers and all that snobbish rubbish.
Well, from the inquiries I've made around the town, it seemed to me that Captain Mannering was the best choice.
Yeah, well, I don't agree. We want an ordinary bloke. A greengrocer or somebody like that.
Do we know a greengrocer?
Yeah, it's me.
If there's any dissension, I'll gladly stand down.
The simplest thing would be for you to vacate the chair. Then I'll take the chair, and we'll take a vote.
Stand by for a quick game of musical chairs.
Let's go.
Right, all those in favour of Captain Mannering taking the chair, raise their hands.
Aye.
Against? Carried. Captain Mannering will take the chair, which I shall now vacate.
All right.
Mr. Town Clerk, ladies and gentlemen.
You said that already.
Order, please. We're assembled here to honour the Russian worker, Vladislav... Well, his name is immaterial, really. What is important is that he is a hero of the Soviet Union. And that doesn't necessarily, of course, mean that he's brave. What it does mean is that he and his team have made 5,723 tanks.
Means he's been very busy.
Precisely. Now, amongst other cities, he will be visiting Warmington-on-Sea. And the question is, what form should the...
Sorry, but I thought the meeting was at 5:30.
Oh, come in and sit down, Wilson.
Right.
You know, Mr. Wilson, don't you, my chief clerk and sergeant?
I'm sure you said it was 5:30.
I said it was 15:15. You don't listen.
No, but I checked it, Rick.
Here, listen. You've missed the best bit.
Did I?
Old Rogers tried to give Mannering the elbow.
Oh, really? I'd like to have seen that.
Now, as I was saying, what form should our welcome take?
Good evening, I'm sorry I'm late. Hello. Good evening. I've had one of those days, you see. I had a batch of new sausage skins in, and they're a bit too diaphanous.
Sit down, please, Mr. Jones.
Ay.
As I was saying, the question is, what form should the welcome to our Russian visitor take?
I have been given the matter most careful thought, and I am prepared to offer him a voucher worth £10 towards the cost of a funeral.
Blimey, won't do him any good unless he pegs out.
That is a risk I've got to take.
Well, it's a good start, I'm sure, but What I had in mind was a rather broader aspect of welcome.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes?
I'm representing the WVS.
Oh, yes.
And, well, I think we should not try to be all British and reserved. I think we should smile a lot.
Yeah. Yes, that would be very nice.
Captain Manning, speaking personally, I'm not altogether sympathetic with the Reds. I don't think we ought to go too far.
Well, as you know, there was a time when I felt the same way about the Bolshes and the like. But I don't think we must be too prejudiced. After all, they can't be all that bad or they wouldn't be on our side.
Well, why don't we give him the freedom of Warmington?
That's big.
That's a good idea. You can get into the pictures for nothing.
Oh, Frank.
He's only here for a couple of hours.
You can put on a Mickey Mouse or a Donald Duck, can't they?
Will you excuse me a moment? Pike, you're not on this committee. You're here as a messenger. You understand?
Only trying to be hopeful.
If I hear another word out of you, I shall make you go into that office and shut the door.
Don't do it, man.
I'm sorry about that. I think that was a very good suggestion of Sergeant Wilson's.
Yes.
Now, the question is, what form should the freedom take?
How about a parchment scroll tied up with red ribbon? They're very nice, they are.
Your parchment's a bit difficult to get, but I think I know where I can lay my hands on some.
Or our key.
Ah, better still.
Yeah, well, cardboard or wood, easy. Brass, bit of a problem.
Well, I think we should settle for a wooden one. Some form of ceremony can be arranged, and the mayor will say a few short words of welcome, and I, as the chairman of the committee, will hand over the key.
God, blimey, you got yourself in there quick enough, didn't you?
So, excuse me, sir, why don't we get the town band to play some Russian music, and then I can dress myself up as a Cossack and do cobblers.
Do what?
Cobblers, so there's a highly difficult kicking and crouching step, you know. They do a lot of cobblers do Cossacks, you know, sir. I'll show you the steps, I'll show you.
No, there's no need to
No,
please.
it's all right, it's quite easy. They've done a lot of this, you see. They crouch down like that, sir. Then the music goes, oh, the polka, polka, hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey!
I shall have to practice, of course.
Yeah. Sit down, please,
Right, sir,
Joe.
thank you very much.
Oh, man.
The Home Guard would parade, of course. I don't know about the wardens. I don't suppose they'd want to bother.
Oh, yes, we will. You're not keeping us out of it.
I dare say Sergeant Wilson will give us a demonstration of acrobatic motorcycle riding.
That's a little joke against Sergeant Wilson. We have a motorcycle in the platoon, but so far we haven't been able to persuade him to mount it.
Music! That's what we need, music. The band can play and the choir can sing the red flag.
I assure you, my choir is not going to sing the red flag. I quite agree with you, Vicar.
God, blimey, you should have heard what they were singing behind the Scouts Hut last night. Made your hair stand on, then it would. Oh, sorry, Vicar.
Hey, listen, can't we get them to la-la it?
I think that would be rather silly.
Well, one way and another, things seem to be taking shape. I shall go away now and coordinate all these suggestions, and I'm sure that, as usual, Warmington will rise to the occasion.
And bore everybody stiff.
Fine.
Go to your room, son.
Again, my lovely Russian.
Now, sorry, Mr. Livings, war or no war, I cannot allow you to issue a cheque for £32. Well, you've only 1 and 4pence in your account. You'd better come in and see me, I think. Yes. Would you? Thank you. Thank you. Ask Mr. Wilson to come in, please.
He's not come back from lunch yet, Mr. Manring.
He's not back from lunch.
No?
It's 2:20. Ask him to come and see me immediately he arrives.
Yes, Mr. Manring. It's the 12 o'clock post, Mr. Manring. Arrived at 2:05. Somebody's playing a joke on Uncle Arthur. Look, the Honourable Arthur Wilson.
Let me see that. The Honourable Arthur Wilson, private.
Does that mean he's not a sergeant anymore?
Private letter, you stupid boy. He knows perfectly well that I don't approve of private mail coming through the bank.
Excuse me. Did I, by any chance, happen to leave my bungee in here?
Your what?
Well, my bungee, you know, that sort of rubbing out thing. What?
Come in, Wilson, will you? I want to talk to you.
I know I left it somewhere.
Will you please tell your friends to keep their practical jokes out of my bank?
Oh, Lord, that wretched solicitor. I told him not to use the title on my letters.
What are you talking about?
Well, it seems to be all over the town now. You were bound to find out sooner or later, I suppose.
A minute, I haven't finished talking to you.
Oh, haven't you? I'm so sorry, but... Yeah.
Are you telling me that this isn't a joke?
No, it certainly isn't. Anything but.
And that you really are the Honourable Arthur Wilson?
Yes, it's rather silly, isn't it?
Leave the office, Pike. Perhaps you'd care to explain.
Yes, well, you see, one of my uncles died without leaving any children, so that meant that my side of the family moved up one place, so to speak, and so therefore I am now the Honourable.
Bless my soul.
Yes, well, I don't really see why it should make any difference to you and me.
You can bet your bottom dollar it won't make any difference to you and me. And if you even think you can roll in here 20 minutes late after lunch, where have you been?
Well, I went up to the golf club and had a bite to eat up there.
The golf club?
Yes.
Who took you?
Well, I'm a member.
You're a member since when?
Yes, well, you see, when the committee heard about this title thing, they asked me if I would, you know, like to join.
Whoa.
I've been trying for years to get in there.
I believe they're awfully particular.
You don't even play.
Well, no, I shall enjoy the food, though. Do you know they managed to find me some smoked salmon up there today for lunch?
Smoked salmon at the golf club?
Oh, he hated
You know what I
now.
had for lunch?
No?
I had a snook fish cake at the British restaurant. The Honourable Arthur Wilson, eh?
Wow.
You know, being a member of the aristocracy explains quite a lot about your character.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. They're an ambling, muddle-headed lot.
Oh, surely.
Arthur!
You mustn't go in there,
Oh, Arthur, is it true? You're Honourable?
Now, Mary, please, please.
Oh, Frank just telephoned me. I knew you could do it, Arthur. Oh!
Mary,
Pikes!
please, please.
How dare you use the bank telephone for an improper use?
Yes, sorry.
Arthur, does it mean that you'll wear one of those uniforms with velvet knee breeches?
Now, don't fuss, please.
Mrs. Pike, will you kindly leave my office?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Mannering, but I just had to touch that noble face. Arthur?
Yes?
It won't make any difference, will
No,
it?
of course not, Mavis. Now, will you please go home now? Go on, both of you. Off you go.
Don't make any difference to what?
I'm awfully sorry about that, sir.
Oh, don't apologise. And you're absolutely right. It won't make any difference.
No.
I'm still the manager and you're the chief clerk.
Right, sir.
I'm still the officer and you are still the sergeant, right? So put your socks up and get about your business in the
That's
bank.
all right, sir. Very well. Thank you.
What do you want, Pike?
Oh, so, the area manager on the telephone. He's been hanging on quite a while, but I couldn't put him through because you're talking to the Honourable Arthur Wilson.
Pissing him
Hello?
off.
Yes, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. I was in conference with my chief clerk. Yes, that's right, Wilson. Well, as a matter of fact, it's the Honourable Arthur Wilson. Yeah. Well, I picked my staff very carefully, you know.
Bullshit. This man.
I was a regular soldier. We had lots of officers who was honourable, you know. At least they was called honourable. They used to stand there in an haughty manner, as if they got a smell under their noses. I'll tell you one thing. They was very good at keeping their stiff upper lips. Do you know, we had a young officer in the Battle of Omdurman. He had his head blown right off, and his upper lip was as stiff as cardboard.
Hasn't changed a bit, you know. Still calls me Frank, just like he was an ordinary common person.
That won't change him. He was a fool before and he's a fool now.
You know, I used to serve one or two honourables when I was in the Army and Navy stores. They were quite ordinary people, just like any other customer. The only difference was you couldn't get the money.
Fall in, Corporal.
Right there. Come on, fall in like the officer said. Go on, quick as you can. Look sharp about it, quick as you can. Come on, talk a bit. Permission to speak, sir.
Yes?
Would you settle a small technical discussion, sir?
What's that, Jones?
Well, sir, are we to call the sergeant the Honourable Sergeant Wilson or Sergeant the Honourable Wilson?
Well, dear, please, I don't want any fuss. I just want to be like an ordinary sergeant.
I'm sure that would suit us all, Wilson.
Mandarin, please may I have the turn with the motorcycle before the ceremony, please, instead of Uncle Sergeant the Honourable Arthur?
Certainly not.
Excuse me, sir, I don't mind giving up my turn if Frank wants it.
Prefer a Rolls Royce, would you?
No.
That motorcycle's for you, and you are going to ride it.
Sir?
Right? Now, I've been doing a little research into the way the Russians show their appreciation. They don't, it seems, cheer, as we do, but apparently they do applaud. And so I think that's what we should do.
Yeah, excuse me, Captain Mannering, but if we're at the present and we start applauding, there's going to be a lot of blue toes in the platoon.
You hardly need to be told that, Walker.
Well, why don't we ground arms, sir? Then we can go on clapping till the cars come home.
I was just about to suggest that.
Yes, that's right, sir. We haven't grounded arms of late, so can we have a practice, then we can all get familiar?
Very good idea. Platoon. Platoon. Hat! Ground arm.
Down to it.
Up.
I'm not stuck. I was waiting for him.
My knees have got all asphyxiated, sir.
Applause for the Russian visitor. Begin. Walker. What a football match. Right. Start again. Applause for the Russian visitor. Begin.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Can I have a word with you, Captain Mannering?
Yes, certainly. Carry on, Samuel.
That's right, sir, right.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, how do you do? How awfully nice to see you.
Go through the whole manoeuvre 3 or 4 times. will
All
you?
right, sir, right, yes.
Now, how can I help you, Mr. Town Clerk?
Now, I hope you won't take this amiss, but we feel that since Mr. Wilson came into a title, and there aren't any other title people in Warmington, well, we feel that the Honourable Arthur ought to present the key.
Oh, no. No, I couldn't possibly allow that.
The mayor said he hoped you wouldn't take it the wrong way.
You can tell the bear and his corporation that I'm not taking it at all. This interview is now at an end.
Oh, I see. Well, if that's the way you feel...
I do. Good evening, sir. Damned impertinence.
Ah, I'm glad you've come back, sir. I've altered the drill just a little bit. Now, tell me now, what do you think of this? Russians, welcome.
All right. That's enough. All right, Wilson. When I want you to rewrite the drill book, I'll let you know. Now, let us get to the part where I present the key. Answer the phone, Pikes, please.
Yes, Mr. Mannering.
Captain Mannering, why are you presenting the key? I think the Honourable there should do it.
I agree. I think Captain Mannering does this sort of thing with great dignity.
Well, I think it's always a good thing to have a change.
Well, I look at it this way, sir. Now, although Sergeant Wilson has got 3 stripes on his honourable arm, you've got 3 pips on your common shoulder. And that's one up to you, you see, sir, because although you're more common than he is, you've got better insignia, sir. And that's the way it should be, because that is the status quo.
You finished? Now listen to me, all of you.
Excuse me, my lord. Can his reverence have an audience with you?
Just a minute. Just a... What's going on here?
Well, it's just that I wondered if the Honourable Arthur would agree to being co-opted onto the parochial church council. And also, will he approve a crest for his own private pew?
How dare you come in here when I'm in the middle of a parade?
Man, the telephone. Someone from the Civil Defence Authority says it's very urgent.
Right. Take over the parade, will you, Corporal?
Is that...
You come with me. I don't trust you out of my sight. And I'll deal with you later.
Really, awfully nice of you to ask me, but you do understand the position,
Wilson.
don't you? It's really rather awkward at the moment, but
Wilson,
I'll do...
Wilson, come with me.
That's right, I'm coming.
Get out of the way. Mannering here.
Hello, this is Odgies here. Now listen, Mandarin, I represent the Breakaway Committee.
Breakaway from what?
From you, mate. You think you run this town, don't you? Well, we're not having it anymore. We want the Honourable Arthur to present that key to them Russian.
Will you hold on for just a minute? Wilson.
Sir.
Tell this man, once and for all, you are not presenting the key.
Oh, aren't I?
Tell him!
Right. But once and for all, apparently I am not presenting the key.
Good day, Hodges. You've engineered all this, haven't you?
No. Believe me, I wish it had never happened. I mean, I didn't want to join the golf club, but I'm now getting begging letters, and to cap it all, Mrs. Pike wants me to buy a pipe, a tweed hat, and a Labrador. Life just isn't worth living.
Don't give me all that soft soap. You're reveling in it. Who wouldn't? If I had a title, I'd be on the board of the directors of the bank. Not manager of some tin pot branch with a crackpot clerk. And remember Jones's words.
What particular words did you have in mind?
I've got 3 of these, and you've got 3 of those. And I'm going to present that key, and you know what you're going to do? You're going to learn to ride that motorbike, and I'm going to personally supervise it. And I'll tell you when you can smoke.
I haven't seen him this pissed off.
Here we are. With a full tank very nearly.
Mr. Mandarin, if he falls off and breaks his leg, can I have it for a bit, please?
Oh, dear. Why is he taking so long?
He's putting on his protective clothing, sir.
Blimey, Amy Johnson.
Who's that, guys?
Come on, Uncle. All right.
Now, you've time for a good hour's spin before you need to get ready for the ceremony.
Well, wouldn't 10 minutes be enough?
Just get on with it.
There you go. Go on, do another one. Do it again. Now remember, Wilson, you squeeze the clutch with your left hand. Yeah, that's right. Now you kick up with your right foot onto the gear like that. Right. Now you rev up with your right hand. Like that, we're doing this sort of motion. From. And then you release the clutch with your left hand as if you was unsqueezing the lemon.
Sir, do you think I ought to follow on with bicycle with this?
No. Time he learned to fend for himself.
Oh, you silly man!
Ay. Oh, man. Thank God he got that gear, man.
If you've killed my Uncle Arthur, my mum will never let you hear the end of it.
Well, it's not like him not the telephone or something.
Is everything ready, Captain Mannering?
Oh, yes, of course, yes. Everything will go like clockwork.
I hope I didn't offend you by suggesting that the Honourable Arthur Wilson should do the handing over.
I'm not a vindictive man, Mr. Town Clerk.
And where is Wilson?
He hasn't finished his motorcycle training yet. Wilson has his good points, but he's not 100% reliable, you know.
Who'll command the platoon while you're performing the ceremony?
Lostscotsman Jones. He'll be all right. Oh, yes. First class, man.
Oh, that looks like the staff car now.
All right, stand by, everybody. Wait till the car door opens.
Nurses, jump.
One, two, three, one.
1, 2, 3.
Clapping and greeting the Russian visitor. Commence. Welcome.
Pray silence for His Worship the Mayor of Warmington-on-Sea.
He promised to be brief.
Mr. Vladislavsky, on behalf of Warmington-on-Sea, welcome.
Kept his promise.
That was good.
Warmington-on-Sea, мы вас поздравляем.
Mr. Vladislavsky, you and I are comrades in the common struggle, even though we live poles apart.
He would have to mention the Poles, wouldn't he?
We welcome you as a brother in arms.
We
and we have the honor
to...
Just a moment. It is our honor to present you with this key, which symbolizes the freedom of Warmington-on-Sea.
What ключ города on Warmington-on-Sea?
Я представитель рабочих Советского Союза.
I represent the workers of the Soviet Union.
Here, here.
Вы сидящие за здесь не рабочие.
You who are sitting here are not workers.
Ваши лица мягкие.
You have soft faces.
Ваши руки мягкие.
Soft.
Вы буржуи среднего класса.
You are bourgeois middle class.
Damn cheek.
Вы относитесь ко мне с почтением.
You are giving me honors.
Лучше вы относитесь своим рабочим с почтением.
You should honor your own workers.
I say, here I say, you don't understand. We want you to have this key, but...
Здесь человек в униформе,
Here
не
is a man in
офицера,
uniform,
не
not of an
империалиста,
officer, not
а
of an
участвовал
imperialist,
Сарама.
but a slave worker.
I'm so sorry I'm late, sir.
У него рабочий грязь
He
на
has a
руках.
dirt of a work on his hands.
Пот на лбу.
He has got a sweat of a work on his brow.
Слава ему.
He should have your honor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's awfully kind of you, sir. Wilson. All right, the Honourable man. It's time for him to get a little shine on this episode. I think this may be right now up to date. Maybe the most pissed off Captain Mannering has been. Let me know up until this point, because I can't remember a time him being so pissed off with multiple people coming in. He was just, everybody was rubbing him the wrong way. Hold on a second. We got to talk about it. Hopefully you had a laugh alongside me. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. It's awfully kind of you. I believe I've been trying to get in that golf club for years. I believe they're awfully particular. Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, number one, thank you for hanging out. I've said it quite some time, but Wilson has the swagger. There is the way he presents himself. He addresses others. It's very admirable. And this, and it is honorable. There is a certain level that, to me personally, man, is a guy that you will kind of look up to. He just has a good demeanor about him that cracks me up. Because in many times, in many instances, especially on the show, he'd be straight up pissing on Captain Mannering's parade, man. Like, he just does it so effortlessly. So when you see it, again, there's an elegance to him. I like to look that he's got a lot of swag to him. That I think a lot of guys could look up to. And especially Pike. For Pikey, he's got a great role model, you know what I mean? You always hope, like, if you're growing up, you have a father figure, essentially, that they show you the way. And I think that with Wilson in particular, he does a good job. Obviously, he's Uncle Arthur to him, but honorable Uncle Arthur, now that it was so crazy that, things are not, he's like, nah, I don't want nothing to change, but you could see that Mrs. Pike, which was great to see her. We're a fan of her. We're always happy to see her in any form of capacity when she shows up. She lights up the stage. She lights up the scenes for me. But she was lighting up like it was Christmas time. You know what I'm saying? And she wants him to get I think it was a Labrador. Get this, that, man. She was lit up, man. And you've always felt that Mannering was always trying to, I guess, how you say, like, big up his status a little bit, even though he comes from a little lesser. And Wilson's, there was kind of like this difference between them, or divide on status, kind of. And I think this episode does a good job of kind of exploring that a little bit. And you see this great divide happen. So I think, guys, ladies and gents, is this the most pissed off we've seen Mannering? Because, we've seen him pissed off. Pike, you stupid boy, in many instances. But I feel like he was mad all over the place because everybody was getting on his case. You had the vicar, the verger come in. He's like, I'm going to be talking to you a little later, man. Interrupting him. Hodges, Warden was getting on his case early on in the episode. The gentleman who spoke up first, while they were having musical chairs, which was a great line by Wilson. I love that game, man. I random as shit, but man, I freaking love musical chairs. I won a couple times, but at the same time, no, I'm not going to be trying to big up myself. I have bust my ass many times in the same way Jonesy has done, man. Him trying to do that dance. Yo, between Jonesy and Frazier busting the cap, man, for all the times we be giving shit. Everybody be giving shit to Jonesy, man. Frazier had some brittle legs his damn self, man. Oh, my God. Jonesy cracks me up. The physical humor is always there. Wilson, riding the motorcycle. There was a line, a person's name that Wilson mentioned. He looks like, I don't want to say the wrong name, but he looks like, and then it was a name there. Please fill me in there. It has to be related to the outfit. So I don't know who it is. I can only guess and stuff. But Wilson was looking really cool. So in a turn of events, with this key presenting thing, I think there was a lot of joy to be had, even from the jump, with just the notion that they wanted to replace him. Well, one person more or less wanted to replace him, which was Hodges, which, this guy always, he got to have his 2 cents in moments there. He's got to, stir the pot a little bit, and he does a good job. I also was just enjoying the facial expressions that Mannering does, even when he's getting up, no. He does some things that I say, man, I might have to I later start screen record. I mean, obviously I'm recording this, but I need to screen record and start memeing and getting some memes of Captain Mannering and start using it for my streams, man, because he got a lot of moments, man, I think that are just comedy gold. And I think he just does a great job. Let me know if you're a fan of Captain Mannering alongside us on it, because, man, he does some great stuff, man. And he be trying to shut down people. Everyone's like, nah, I think, the Honourable, we didn't have any titles before here, but now that we have titles, man, he tried to shut that shit down quick, man. So I really think that this was the most upset that was going on when they're playing the song. Not now, when they come out of the car. Everything is going, never according to plan. And that's what, the show keeps you guessing. You always know and have a feeling that something is bound to happen that's going to just make you laugh. And I think the show does a really good job, obviously with the physical humor always, but the lines, these adventures that these guys are getting into, man, just cracks me up. Oh my God, man. I'm just having a blast, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. So a lot of strong moments, a lot of fun moments, not the ending that Captain Mannering would have liked. He was getting upset there as well. And we're all for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you. I say it a lot of times, but I'm gonna keep saying it anyway. That thank you for accompanying me on my journey. You guys are legends. Thanks for hanging out. It means a lot to me. Thank you for those who have been liking and commenting, subscribed. Many thanks. If you're new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Free to do. Helps out the channel tremendously. And it just brings more people to watch and have a good time alongside us. So we read a lot of comments. How much joy it brings. How much it's helped their moods, people's moods, and et cetera, et cetera. It just blows my mind that even one person, I know it's stupid, but it blows my mind that even one person is watching alongside me. It's incredible. So thank you guys. Thank you, ladies and gents. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, free to do. And shout out to the patrons as well. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We'll see you on the next one. Have a fantastic weekend. More adventures along the way for you guys. And thank you guys. So see you soon. Peace.